Good afternoon and welcome to the 137th Commencement Ceremony for Dalton Local High School. This afternoon we will be awarding diplomas and/or certificates of attendance to 68 members of the graduating class of 2024. It is an honor to serve as your principal for these proceedings. For those of you unable to attend Senior Assembly on Tuesday, you were fortunate enough to hear the numerous accomplishments of the class of 24. At this time, I'd like to mention some of these highlights again for the benefit of those unable to attend. 55% of the graduates are planning to attend a 2-year technical or 4-year college or university. 40% are joining the workforce or are currently employed, and 3 students will be enlisting in the military. The cumulative grade point average of this class is a 3.31. The class of 2024 earned 522 college credits from numerous colleges and universities. On the conservative side, they saved over $100,000 in tuition costs for the duration of their college careers through these college credit options. In addition to these numerous academic accomplishments, the class of 24 also played significant roles in the achievements outside the classroom and extracurricular activities. Through our seniors' leadership, our football team continued to win WCAL championships and played in the state final game. Our golf continued to grow and had a strong finish in the WCAL. Both the girls and boys cross-country teams competed at regionals, while the volleyball team once again competed in the district tournament. Our boys basketball team advanced to the regional tournament for the 2nd straight year, and the girls basketball team displayed strong willpower to compete and improved considerably throughout the year. Our wrestling team had another fine season, advancing 9 wrestlers to the district tournament, 5 to the state tournament, and 4 of those going to the podium. Our baseball team played once again in the district final game, and our softball team had its most wins in over 15 years. The track team is still participating in the OHSA track championships that will conclude next week, as a number of our athletes have qualified for the state meet. The Drama Dogs presented their fall production, It's a Wonderful Life, and received superior rating on the one-act play festival, This Is a Test. This spring, the musical Anything Goes was another hit on stage. Our marching band had a successful year performing on Friday evenings with our football team and at concerts throughout the year, as well as the prestigious Maxim Band Show. The DHS choirs had a successful year performing, receiving a superior rating in the large group contest at District OMEA and qualifying for state competition. Our cheerleaders continued to support our teams while also showing their skills in the stump captain competition. The individuals in the class of 24 possess talents and strong desire to succeed, which, as evidence, manifests itself throughout many activities, both academic and extracurricular. Well done. You have represented our school and you have represented your community very well. We are extremely fortunate to have many outstanding and dedicated educators at Dalton Local School District. I would like to recognize them at this time. Will all faculty members with us today from both the Dalton Elementary and Middle School and Dalton High School please stand and be recognized. Thank you. At this time, I would like to recognize the guests on stage that are participating in this ceremony with us today. Please stand when I call your name and remain standing until all introductions are given. Seated on the stage behind me, from my right, Mr. Jeff Jager, School Board Member President. Mr. Seth Clark, School Board Member Vice President. Mrs. Lisa Gwynn, School Board Member. Mr. Phil Clayball, School Board Member. Mrs. Tiffany Whitmer, School Board Member. Mr. Steve Watkins, Principal and soon-to-be Superintendent. Mr. Luke Rawl, High School Guidance Counselor. And Miss Sarah Morrow, Wayne County Schools Career Center. Thank you. And now, it is a tradition for Dalton Local Schools to welcome the 50th class reunion to celebrate and be recognized at our commencement. I will introduce the class of 1974 and their spouses at this time. Please stand as I announce your names. Please hold your applause until all members of the class of 74 have been recognized. Billy Crowfoot Anderson. Becky Zimmerly Bothell. Diane Hess Crisp. Elsie Steiner Everly. Cindy Ford Gannery. Max Gerber. Bob Hoover. Marla Arnie Howman. Jane Sprunger Kuntz. Jerry Kuntz. Owen Lehman. Cherie Rossiter Leonard. Jeff McGinney. Ed Merkel. Larry Miller. Mary Beth Zaleski O'Connor. Fred Peters. Krista Boss Ramsey. Ron Schaefer. Dave Schaller. Gail Speck Spittler. Becky Matthews Steffen. Dan Steiner. Craig Stress. Lily Hurst Stoltzfus. Linda Brown Woodruff. And Glenn Yoder. On behalf of our school district, we appreciate your attendance and participation on the event this afternoon, and for all your time, effort, and support you have given and continue to give to our school. Thank you. And now, it is customary to offer the class salutatorian and valedictorians the opportunity to speak at commencement. Today, 4 of our valedictorians are going to offer speeches. First, please welcome valedictorian Emberlyn Knoll to the stage.
I would like to begin by thanking all the family, friends, teachers, and mentors who have come to celebrate with us today on our graduation from Downton High School. Class of 2024, congratulations on all that we've accomplished, and we wouldn't be here today without all the people who supported us along the way. On May 6, 1954, history was made when Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, called the Holy Grail of track and field. Mid-distance athletes had been trying to break the 4-minute barrier since 1886. That's almost 7 centuries of talented athletes chasing this perfectly round number, yet missing it by mere seconds. But once the 4-minute mile was broken, it was like the floodgates opened. Just 46 days later, John Landy broke Bannister's record by running 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Quickly after, many more athletes ran in the sub-4-minute bracket. Why, after one man broke the 4-minute mile, were so many others able to do it also? The runners of the past had been held back by a mindset that said they could not surpass the 4-minute mile. When that limit was broken, though, the others saw they could do something they had previously thought impossible. Besides the fact that I love running, why would I choose this story to share with you today? There have been many Roger Bannisters in my life these past 4 years who showed me my potential, even when I doubted myself. I still remember our first day of high school, our freshman year, coming an hour earlier than the upperclassmen to learn our schedules. I was a new kid from out of state and was feeling like a fish out of water. As I was wandering the halls trying to figure out where the auditorium was, Vic enthusiastically introduced herself and called my nurse, assuring me she didn't know where we were supposed to go either. Thank you, Vic, for your friendship, even if it was due to our lack of navigational skills. Your welcoming attitude was my example in the years following as I welcomed new freshmen into high school, and you showed me that I belonged at Downton High. Fast forwarding to our senior year, we were the big dogs in the hallways, and we sure acted like it too. During the senior meeting at the beginning of the year, Mr. Watkins and Mr. McFerrin parent charged us with setting the tone at school, doing the right thing and being kind. However, the best advice they gave me was not during those little pep talks. One day, I was sitting in study hall and Mr. McFerrin came through. The day before, I just found out that I was going to have surgery on my hip again, and I wasn't having the best of days. As Mr. McFerrin passed by, he stopped and asked how I was doing. I lied and said, "Good," but he saw right through that fake smile. He asked me again how I was really doing, and somehow the words, "not great," came out along with my disappointing news. After the encounter, my circumstances did not change, but my attitude did begin to shift. He helped me see past my negative mindset and also to see others who may be taking the happy attitude, who would appreciate someone who would just listen. Thank you, Mr. McFerrin, for always reminding us to be a better version of ourselves. So class, I ask you this. Who have been the Roger Bannisters in your life who have helped you past your own limited mindset to reach more of your potential? This ceremony is not only a celebration of all that we've accomplished ourselves, but also a way we can show our gratitude to the mentors and friends who have believed in us and challenged us to be more than just average. And now, as we move forward, no matter if we're going to join the workforce or the military, or continue our education in college or trade school, we have a choice. Are we going to be the next men and women to break the proverbial 4-minute-mile barrier? We can be the catalyst for a happier and more productive workforce. And we can be the inspiration to those after us to have integrity in our work and to strive to be better, even when everyone else is only putting in minimal effort. It's so much easier to sit back and enjoy the ride of life. But sometimes we need to grab a paddle and start paddling, and maybe it'll spur on someone else to grab a paddle too and join. Thank you.
Nicely done, Noel. Next, please welcome Valedictorian Callista Stutzman to the stage.
Hi. I wanted to take a moment to thank all my family, friends, teachers, and mentors for pouring into me all of these years and getting me to where I am right now. I'd like you all to take a moment and look around this room. It is packed. Like, I don't see any seat open. All of these people are here for this group of students, the class of 2024. This community is so incredibly special, so I encourage you to make sure that you thank those who have made you who you are. Mother Teresa once said, "Spread love everywhere you go. Let no one ever come without leaving happier." It's our goal in this life to be a light. Everything leading up to this point has prepared us to do so. Our grandparents, parents, aunts, uncles, mentors have all taught us the lessons that they have learned throughout their lives. Not once have I ever had somebody tell me to be anything other than a light. When I say light, I mean to be the burning candle in a dark room. You'll have so much more life to live and lessons to learn, but this lesson I hope stays with you. Always be a light. My aunt once said to me, "This isn't the end, it's the start." We're about to start the next chapter of our lives. It's the start to our lives as adults. So while we can look back on the past and all the memories that we've made, we can also look forward to the future and all that it has for us. Heading into the real world is scary, and I, for one, am horrified. We're going out in a whole new way. We're the baby adults, but also the ones the younger kids look up to be their leaders. This is such a very unique role that nobody else can hold in society right now. We get to learn from those ahead of us while also being the leaders for the ones behind us. With this unique role we've been given, we have the opportunity to influence and learn from multiple generations. I wanted to use this time to share advice from different generations. Those before us have experienced the things that we have not yet to. This is what my Oma and Grammy had to say. They said, "Live until you die and always choose to have a good attitude." That seems simple, like we've all heard that, but these two things really do go hand in hand. You can't live if you're stuck waiting. You have to choose to live and to choose to have a good attitude. These things don't come easy, and you have to make a conscious decision to take control of the future we want. They have been through a lot of life, so to hear their best pieces of advice means that must be very important. As we move into this next chapter, remember all the advice that has been passed to you. It will shape you and help you in ways that you can't even know yet. Cherish the memories made and look forward to the new ones to come. I also took time to ask someone of a younger generation, my little brother Lincoln, who most of you might know. And he obviously didn't know what kind of advice to give me. So I was like, okay, what makes you a good person? What makes you nice? And he said, just being a good friend. And I said, okay, what makes you a good friend? He said, you have to be nice to everyone. I mean, that's so simple, but we all miss that. So we need to make sure that we're nice to everyone and just, I don't know, be friends with everyone. One of my mentors said to me, be somebody who makes everyone feel like a somebody. This goes back to being a light. We have to realize and know that every single person was created special and unique. It's our job to make sure that they know that and everyone knows that they're special. Being a light doesn't always come easy for some. We have to make the decision to light the candle in the dark room. I'd like to take a moment and close in prayer. Lord, I pray over the class of 2024. Guide us in the directions you want us to go. That'll look different for all of us, but I believe that you will provide and get us to where we need to be. Help us learn to be a light even when our circumstances want us to be the opposite. Thank you for every person in this room. I pray blessings over each and every one. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you, Calista. And now for a little bit something different here. We're going to welcome valedictorians Ava Nussbaum and Savannah Wanger to the stage to give their speech together.
Once upon a time, a student jolted awake to the sound of their alarm and rolled out of bed to get ready for school. Soon they would walk through the front doors of Dalton High and stay there for the majority of the long and tiring day. That student was us, and many of you sitting in this auditorium, this gym today. This was our daily routine throughout the 4 years of high school, from waking up to going to school and even staying after for extracurriculars.
Now, to answer the question most of you are probably thinking, why are we both up here doing this speech together? Well, we have been best friends since we were in preschool and have gotten to share the stage together in drama for many years. Unfortunately, we didn't have any scenes together our senior year, so we wanted to do this speech together for our last time together on stage.
So instead of doing a normal graduation speech, think of it as more of a scene where our characters are sharing our experiences of school. I will be playing Ava Nussbaum.
And I will be playing Savannah Wanger.
Hey Savannah, I just thought of a really cool memory from middle school. Do you remember being in choir with Mrs. Carr in 7th grade?
Of course.
I will never forget one of our concerts. We performed a couple of our songs, and then we had a big surprise for the audience. Do you remember practicing it in the middle school choir room?
Yes, it took us so long to learn.
We had a huge dance number for our audience, and what a dance number it was. The song was called Brand New Day. Can you feel a brand new day? Can you feel a brand new day? Oh man, it was a flop. Most of us forgot the words and the dance altogether. I remember looking around, trying to find my place, and only seeing chaos and confusion. Do you remember anything from elementary or middle school?
Well, one of the things that I remember from elementary school actually happened in 4th grade. I remember being in Mr. Gerber's science class, and some of us were standing at the front of the classroom demonstrating something. And then, out of nowhere, Mr. Gerber just kicked his desk.
Oh my gosh, I remember that. I was standing at the front of the room too. Do you remember why he kicked his desk?
I think it had something to do with psi, maybe? I don't know. I think Mr. Gerber just got mad at him for messing around and writing something when he wasn't supposed to.
I think we all jumped 10 feet in the air.
Yeah, it scared us pretty bad.
There are so many memories that we could talk about, but let's move on to our favorite high school classes. I remember taking effective speaking with Mrs. Evans Del Chapo. We know her as Ed.
I was going to take that class, but then I dropped it because I needed to study law. Ed was not happy.
That's okay. That class was terrifying. It wasn't my favorite, but I learned so much from it. It has helped me write and perform speeches, just like this one, and it has helped me overcome my stage fright. I'm still a little shaky, but my skills have definitely improved with the wisdom of our beloved Ed. Is there a class like effective speaking that's left a lasting impression on you?
Well, one of my favorite classes this year was advanced composition with Mrs. Augsburger, or Augs. That class was so difficult, but so rewarding.
It was crazy.
There were only 7 people in that class, which definitely made it a lot less crazy. It didn't start out as one of my favorite classes, but as the year went by, it definitely became a part of the day that I look forward to. One thing that I'll take away from that class is that I can knock out 3 to 5 page paper pretty easily if I really work hard on it. I was not a good writer going into that class, but I think I've improved significantly. Thank you, Oz.
Yes, thank you, Oz, and all you teachers who have made our time here so special. That reminds me, there are so many things here at Dalton that are special to each and every one of us grads. The list is endless, from sports to music to drama and clubs.
Agreed. There's so much to consider when talking about Dalton's many extracurriculars.
One extracurricular that I enjoyed very much was drama. It helped me grow in so many ways. I'm definitely not the same person I was when I walked in the Dalton High School doors as a tiny freshman. Being on stage with my friends, singing, dancing, and acting my heart out has changed me for the better, and I'm so glad to have shared it with you.
I'm glad I get to share it with you too. However, I think softball was the extracurricular that really felt like it was for me. I really missed playing with you this year.
I miss playing softball with you too. One thing I learned this year is that it is impossible to do it all. You find something you love and you stick with it.
Yes, that's absolutely true. Softball has helped me grow in so many ways that it really just feels like a part of me. Even with all the coaching changes, I'm still able to learn and grow while having fun playing the sport I love. I've always struggled with confidence, and the softball coaches I had over the years really helped me build that confidence in myself on the field. And that confidence has since translated into many other areas of my life. Without softball, I think I would be a very different person than the one standing beside you.
I completely agree. We could talk for hours about the many things we learned and loved at Dalton, but this love could not be possible without the countless wonderful people around us. I would like to thank my family for always having my back, and for my friends for always being by my side. I would also like to thank my teachers for making class time enjoyable and fun, and for my mentors for shaping me into the person I am today.
I would like to thank my family and friends also. I definitely wouldn't have made it through these past 4 years without them. I would also want to thank my teachers and coaches for believing in me and always pushing me to do my best.
Yes, we have been so blessed to have so much support and care throughout these years at Dalton. These final moments are so bittersweet. Hey, Stan, this time of year there are so many graduation speeches that highlight the happy and sad moments of high school. Do you know what happens usually at the end of these speeches?
I think I could guess.
There's always some wise quote from a famous person.
That's true. Do you know any off the top of your head?
I do, actually. It goes like this. You have brains in your head.
You have feet in your shoes.
You can steer yourself in any direction you choose.
By Dr. Seuss.
This day got here so fast. When all is said and done, I don't think I would trade my time here at Dalton for anything.
Me neither.
I would be sad to go, but I'm excited to write my next chapter of my life and see how other grads' amazing stories will turn out. Our class is going to go far.
I couldn't agree more. It feels like yesterday we were just freshmen. And now,
We're seniors about to graduate. What an adventure this has been.
an adventure that will turn into many more amazing adventures. Congratulations, Ava. We made it.
Congrats, Dan. And they all lived.
Happily ever after.
The end.
Great job, ladies. Now, I would like to invite the senior choir members from the class of 24 to come forward to present the senior chorale selection. The song they will be singing is entitled "A Million Dreams." Thank you. All right. Our guest speaker today is Mr. Steve Watkins. Mr. Watkins is finishing his 6th year at Dalton Local Schools. For 5 years, he served as the principal at Dalton Middle School. This year, he moved into the principal position at the high school, and he will be serving as the superintendent of Dalton Local Schools at the beginning of the 24-25 school year. He's a great man. He is a great leader. He builds an atmosphere of kindness and positivity. I am indebted to him for his mentorship and for his friendship. I'm honored to introduce him today. Please welcome Mr. Steve Watkins.
Good afternoon. Graduates of Class of 2024, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and distinguished guests. Today we gather to celebrate a milestone that marks not just an end, but a beginning. A beginning filled with endless possibilities and new adventures. But I want to start by reflecting going back to 8th grade. Unfortunately, whether you realize it or not, you missed my 32nd 8th grade celebration speech. So I am here today, and it is going to be much longer than 30 seconds. You're welcome. I know how each of you loves to hear me talk about the growth mindset or the importance of being kind. Today, though, I want to reflect on the past school year and discuss something I noticed time and again with each of you. How you have embraced the process of your schoolwork and activities and the benefits of embracing the journey. One of the first things I noticed coming to the high school, even beginning of August, was this class was already on the field, in the music room, the marching band was in the field getting ready, in the gyms, the weight room. You were all working hard at your crafts and striving to get better each day. You were focused on the present rather than the end result. Whether weeks or even months away, your goals were just to get better that day. Brad Stevens, he's an executive for the Boston Celtics and a former NBA and college coach. In an interview I watched a while back, he said this: "It's not what you get in the end, it's what you become through the journey. You don't change that based on your result. Do you go after the trophy, or are you trying to go after growth? Our thing has always been go after growth and embrace the journey." I guess I am going to talk about growth mindset a little bit. You showed up each day with the mindset that you were going to get better. One aspect of embracing the journey is finding joy in the process. Joy was seen throughout the building because of each of you. It was evident when you came in each morning and greeted your classmates, staff, and administrators. You did the work in the classroom and your extracurricular activities, and you embraced the journey. You did it together, working through struggles and growing together, not just for the results. The true value lies in what you become through the experiences, challenges, and learning opportunities along the way. The fundamental change in character and perspective is not dictated by the final outcome. There were times I would stop in the evening and watch our crowd practice together, getting better before the holiday season began, because you embraced the journey. Or the times I would see you at practice with teammates, working with each other and your coaches, just to improve, because you embraced the journey. I would watch down our art and drama hallway, seeing the work put into our yearbook, our art projects, memorizing lines for plays and musicals, even at the last minute, your art projects also, and our musicians practicing over and over, time after time, because you embraced the journey. These are the experiences and opportunities I remember from this group and the perspective you had on all of the student population. I hope you find joy in the journey and all that it brings. It is what defines our successes and shapes our character, exceeding any trophy at the end. One of my favorite TV series was called The West Wing. It was on TV during the 2000s, so I know you were not born yet. However, you can probably stream it on some platform. "What's next?" A short but powerful saying was always said by President Bartlett in the show. After a successful decision or solving a crisis, he would quickly ask, "What's next?" This defines the mindset of not settling on past successes or failures, but looking forward to the next challenge. When I was growing up, my first big individual success was during a JV basketball game as a sophomore where I scored over 20 points, actually here in this gymnasium as an opponent. By the way, we lost the game, Down won the game. I don't tell many people that. But I felt good. It was the first time feeling like I had accomplished something great through hard work. The next day I was proud. At one point in my self-proclaimed Jordan-like performance, one of my dearest friends finally told me something I will never forget. You're still talking about yesterday, you haven't done much today. That put me in my place real quick. I have seen this group achieve great things. State championship games, superior ratings and performances, earning scholarships, advancing into late rounds of district and regional playoffs, success in the track, awards for projects, and much, much more. But after each success, you showed up the next day and you were asking, what's next? Remember all of these successes and more, but also remember some of your failures. Whatever it is, the learning and challenges you face along your journey will far outweigh that one defined moment. While we live in a results-driven society, we're frequently evaluated based on our achievements. However, the process we undergo to reach our goal is where the true growth happens. It is in the struggles, the setbacks, and the small victories that we learn the most about ourselves and our capabilities. In our rush to achieve big goals, we often overlook the small victories along the way. These small successes are important milestones that reflect our progress. Celebrating these small wins keeps us motivated. It's essential to recognize that each step forward, no matter how small, is a testament to our hard work and commitment. By embracing the journey, learning from challenges and failures, celebrating small wins, we set ourselves up for lasting success. Shift your focus from merely reaching the destination to appreciation and learning from every step along the way. Again, let's go back to 8th grade since you missed my thrilling speech. One of the greatest parts of that speech was at the end. Because when I was at the end of the speech, I told the 8th graders at the time that you were released to your families to go home early for summer and for high school. I said it multiple times just in case no one didn't hear me the right way. I was trying to get you out of the building as quickly as possible to go enjoy summer. Today, I do not have the same feeling. I will miss the good mornings in the halls. I will miss the lunchroom talks. I will miss you cutting through my office to get to the main office. I will miss stopping to Mr. Miller's biology class and having afternoon talks. Mrs. Ogg's ELA class, the discussions and complaints. Mrs. Ed's media class with top-notch announcements. Mrs. Fennell's morning math class with the smiles I saw at 7:40. Mr. Welch's CAD class, or interrupting Mr. Gregory's classes just to get him off topic. There is a lot I will miss about each of you and what you bring to DHS. However, I am so proud of the effort and time you put in to make us who we are and help us imagine what this great district can still strive for. But today is your day and your time to shine. The time for you and your path is now. You will do what is hard. You will achieve what is great. You will ask, what's next? You will reach for the stars. You will embrace the journey. Thank you for the privilege of sharing this special day with you in this past school year. Congratulations, class of 2024. I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors.
Thanks, Mr. Watkins. All right, if it's all good with you guys, we'll get to the portion of the program that you're here for. Parents, please feel free to take pictures, but please try not to block the vision of the other members of the audience. As each and every attendee today wishes to hear the name of their graduate announced, we do ask that you would please honor the dignity of the service by refraining from cheering for individual students as he or she receives his or her diploma. We will celebrate all of our graduates at the end of the ceremony. At this time, we will prepare to award the diplomas in the career portfolio. Mr. Jagger, I hereby certify that these senior students have satisfactorily completed all the requirements set forth by the state of Ohio, the Ohio Department of Education, and the Dalton Local Board of Education to receive their diplomas. They are hereby awarded such, signifying the completion of said requirements. At this time, with the graduation class of 2024, please prepare to receive your Dalton High School diplomas and/or Wayne County Career Center programs. Mr. Burrell, Mr. Jager, and Mr. Watkins, please prepare to award the diplomas. Gavin, James, Anna. Juan Arias, Ohio Seal of Valedictorian. Eric Shante Eagle. Olivia K. Beckman. Micah James Boyer, National Honor Society. William Hunter Carmichael. Cy Nathan Conrad Jr. Clifton Trey Dunn. Jace Michael Everly. Braden Andrew Everett. McKenna Grace Farrell. Ava Rose Fivecoat, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Caden Joseph Gasboda. Sydney Nicole Geiser. Talon Andrew Greger. Analia May Hirschberger, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, Ohio Seal of Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Kanoa Jacob Hevia. Jarrett Reagan Hofstadter, salutatorian. Grace Horner. Janae Elizabeth Osteller. Adrian Ali Michael Huber. Justin Alex Jager, Valedictorian, National Honor Society. Colin Cross Jones, National Honor Society. Jasmine Elizabeth Marie Kirby. Grayson Allen Lehman, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Bram Austin Edward McCourt. Keller Michael McFerrin. Zoe Marie McIntyre. Kaylee Regine Meinhardt. Jade Elise Miller, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, Ohio Seal of Literacy, National Honor Society. Jody Ann Miller. Cade Allen Miller, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Cade Scott Mullen. Marie Serene Nicholas. Emberlyn Renee Nolt, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, Ohio Seal of Literacy, National Honor Society. Ava Catherine Newspawn, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Victoria Rose Oswald. Brianna Lynn Paul. Molly K. Pavko. Colin Michael Pearson. Jocelyn Grace Reynolds, Honors Diploma, Ohio Seal of Literacy, National Honor Society. Jacob Alexander Romano. Hudson Hope Saxer. Macy Kaylin Seaman. Dakota James Shepard. Evan Craig Schisler. Tyler Justin Shout. Grayson Lane Siders. Adam Michael Sunland. Brandon Cole Steiner. Carson Jarrett Steiner. Riley Dawn Steiner. Callista Daisy Stutzman, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Ava Grace Sweeney, Honors Diploma. Jamie Lynn Dow Sehaven. McKenna Elizabeth Thiel, National Honor Society. Jack Edward Trussell. Owen Eugene Trivet. Matthew Thomas Von Bonnen. Courtney Jean Weaver, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Savannah Lynn Wanger, Valedictorian, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Zoe Mackenzie Williams. Elizabeth Julia Grace Wright. Seth William Wyckoff, Honors Diploma, National Honor Society. Clap it up for the class of 2024. All right, you guys can just stay standing. This won't take long. As I said Tuesday, I've known you guys for a long time. Some of you well. You guys have been a great part of my life for a long time. The result of your life is undetermined. There's only one for sure. The rest of it is up to you. The process is a beautiful thing. Joy, the pain, the love, the loss, it is all a beautiful thing. Embrace that jump. Take advantage of every moment you have. As you walk out of here, go make someone better today than they were before they met you. Yeah? Yeah, get after it. I'm proud of each and every one of you. You are amazing people, and you are going to do great things. If everyone would please rise. Please remain standing as the class of 2024 proceeds to the auxiliary gym for singing of the alma mater. You guys are free to go. The auxiliary gym, go find your graduate.